Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Scotia 1 for the U13A gold medal game here at the Joe Lamontagne March Break Tournament. Beautiful Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. We're going to pause for the national anthem here, I believe, as we usually do those for the championship games. And it looks like we're not going to, so we're going to go away here as we wait for puck drop between Dartmouth Whalers in the white and the Sackville Sackville Flyers, sorry, in orange. Well, there's Norton Connors right off the hop here as Dartmouth clawed their way into the finals here last night in a nail biter as Grant Shelley tries to get that deep. That's going to be fought for here. It's going to be picked up by Groom now. He's going to look to go, and that's going to be a delayed offside there as Monroe was late getting out as he blew a tire. That puck's going to go across, and Langel's going to go up off the wall. Delayed offside, and that's going to be called off. And here comes Slade. Slade now, he had an opportunity, and that's going to go to Norton Connors, who's away on the break. That puck's going to go back down to the other Slade. Norton Connors now. He's going to cut back, and he's going to take a bump there. So good defensive positioning there, and it's not going to go down as a hit. Rodenizer goes partner passes Slade. Slade's going to go up the wall, and that's picked off by Clerk here. Clerk's going to rip that, and that's going to hit the feet of Rodenizer, and that's going to squirt him behind the net. That's going to be a look out front in the slot. Shot. It's loose in the crease. Oh, that's cleared there by Slade as the puck squirt through the legs of the Sackville goaltender. Good defensive play here early as that's going to be chipped and held in by Snellgrove. Back for Morrissey. Slade's away. Slade in all alone. Slade now for Sackville. He's going to go forehand shot blocker save. So a great save by the starter, Smiley, for Dartmouth here. That's going to be his first look here of the game. So good opportunity for Sackville early on here with about 10 minutes left to go in the first period as Clerk picks that up for Dartmouth inside his zone at the ringette line. He's going to go cross ice to Garnett. Monroe meets him off the bench, and there goes his stick. McDonald now. He's going to wheel. He's going to go right side. He's going to dump that in. He's going to give chase. Snellgrove. He's going to meet that there. He's going to go forehand back around the net. That's picked off there by McDonald. He's going to go in front of the slot, and that's picked up there by the defender. And here goes Ross now. He's going to go in over the left side. He's going to shoot from up top. That's going to be bounced in and deflected by the Sackville defenseman, and that's going to land on the tender there. It's his second shot here, so 9:42 left. If you're just joining us, it's the U13A gold medal game here from the Joe Lamontagne at Scotia 1 at Cole Harbour Place. And McDonald's away through the middle, down the right side. He's going to have a step on Harvey here as McDonald wheels. Now he's going to hit the brakes. He's going to spin. Look out front. That's going to be cleared away by Daphne. And away goes Smith. Smith's going to chip and go. He's going to be hard on it as Carpenter goes back there for the Flyers. He's going to try and win that around. He whiffs on that. Osmond. He's going to fire it out front. That's going to be picked off by Carpenter. So strong play by Carpenter here so far. Carragher. He's going to look for cross-ice passes. Simonson picks that up for the Whalers. Whalers going to go in over the left side here. He's going to pass that in the middle for Osmond. Osmond's going to have a look here. He makes a move, and that's just poked away there by Sackville back checker. That's going to be Slade now who makes this nice pass under the tee there, and Slade's going to wheel. Down goes Slade. Left side. He's going to step. He moves the power move. He drops the shoulder. He's going to try and fire that out front. He's hauled down. He goes into the boards, and obviously we hope both of those guys get up quickly as that puck is being hemmed there as the ref's right on top of them. Away goes Norton Connors. He's going to wheel wide. He's got to step on Langell. He's going to try and go to the middle, and that's going to be passed out front. No, what an effort there by Connors to get that puck across to Ross. Just out of his reach, and that's going to go back in the slot there, and a stick lift for Norton Connors. Sackville's going to pick that up, and they're going to try and go cross ice through the middle there. That's going to be picked up by Slade. Slade's got Grant Shelley with him, and he's going to rip that down, and that's going to go down for icing. And that's actually going to be waved off, so picked up here now. That's picked up by Dartmouth. Ross is going to come in over the right side. He's going to rip that, and now he fans on that, and that's going to go through to Monroe now. He's going to wheel behind the net. Monroe picks it up the bottom of the circle. He looks for the winger. They go back. Quick touch here to Monroe with speed. So good low support there for Monroe coming out of the zone. He's going to wheel on the left side. He's going to shot, and that's blocked there by Ross unintentionally, but it's blocked nonetheless. That puck's cleared now to defenseman Slade. He tries to make a move, and that's stripped there by Morrissey, the captain. He's going to go down. He's got Garnett in front. He's going to try and wheel that through as it comes back to Clerk. That's going to be ripped in and just by the left of the net there. There's Morrissey now. He's going to have a chance at the side of the net, and that's going to be stopped there, and another chance. And that's smothered. So 7:20 left here in the first period. So rocking the 0-0 tie. The faceoff comes to the right of our booth and the tender. That's going to be won back by Slade, who's just going to chip that to himself. Slade's got Sherman. Away they go. There's going to be a delayed icing if it has enough, and it does. So good heads-up play there, just a little bit too much on it. Face off now, back down where we started this original play, just to the right. Slade's going to be in on that one. He's going to go reverse, and that's going to be met there by Snellgrove at the top of the circle, and that's going to be shot in. Good deflection there by the goalie. He's going to put that one into the corner and keep it out of harm's way here. Osmond now. He's going to battle with Smith as Rodenizer's playing the defensive side. Simonson down low for Slade. He's going to go up off the glass. That's going to be talked down. No high stick, so Slade again. He's going to go chip and go. Snellgrove is all over that. And that's going to be picked off there by Simonson, who's working hard on the walls there. That's going to be looked for Osmond. And that's going to be picked off by Slade here. So that puck's just going to squirt outside the Sackville zone for Clerk. And Daphne Muse is going to go back for the Whalers. And he's going to go cross-ice saucer pass to Smith. And they got bodies coming off the bench. And Carragher got a good piece of Smith there. So he didn't see him coming. So unintentional, of course. Simonson, he's battling away there. Harvey now, he goes up the wall. That's going to go to Simonson. Simonson's going to go through the middle. He's looking for Smith. Smith's going to come around now. He's going to the right side. He's going to cut to the middle. He's got Osmond with him. He looks, he passed to Osmond, and that's going to be a great look there as that just skipped away from him. As Monroe and Carpenter, the Sackville captain, get in there and battle. And that's going to be a cross-ice pass to Grancelli. Grancelli now. He's going to get the line. He's going to try and duck that in, but Daphne Muse is there. Back out into the neutral zone for McIsaac. McIsaac goes chip off the wall to Monroe. Monroe with some great flow. He comes in over the zone. Over to Grancelli. He goes one time. That's going to be just wide of the net. You got Grancelli on the ice there. He's back up. Good sign. As McIsaac Flyers defenseman goes for a change, and away goes Bartow. Bartow's got Norton Connors with him. He's going to try and go through the legs there as that's picked off. So good defensive play. That's going to be a penalty here. That's going to be a 2-minute hooking penalty here for Ross, as he doesn't like that. So Sackville is going on their first power play with 5:14 left to go here in the first period. And great opportunity here as special teams, a big part of the game. And puck's going to be ripped out, and that's going to be stopped at the point by Groom. He's going to shoot that through, and that's tipped. Slade's got a piece of that shot. Oh, and a toe save there by Smiley. As that goes back in the corner for Blair as he's upended. Slade now, shot, tries to go short side glove, and he whipped that over the net. Norton Connors now, a workhorse out there. And that's going to be sent the length of the ice. As Groom slows that one down as it almost heads down to the net. Sackville, they're going to loop, and they're going to get things started here. The power play breakout as Slade goes through the leg. So some nifty stick handle in there from Slade. A good heads up. He's going to have Monroe with him, and he tries to fire that into the far corner, and he does, and Monroe's going to be there. He goes back to Langell. That's going to be chipped back down. Monroe. So 2 Monroes, 2 Slades. That's picked up by Morrissey now for Dartmouth, and he's going to send that out, and that's going to be held by Groom. So good activation here by the Sackville defense at the blue line. 1:05 left to go in the power play, and they're going to send that one down. Langell. He's going to take shape behind the net here. He's going to go backhand off the wall to Monroe. Monroe's going to go chip off. That's going to hit the linesman just out of the reach of Slade. Morrissey now. Fantastic game in the semis. He takes the hard way around. Morrissey, he's going to wheel around. He's going to try the wraparound. That's going to hit a skate and go through the crease. So close chance there for Morrissey, who loves to work down low and work the corners, and very obvious of why he's wearing the C. 33 seconds left here, and they're going to go stretch pass. Morrissey waits for it now. He's going to come in over the Sackville line. He loses that puck a little bit, so he dives. And an interesting play there as he keeps it low. He's going to go grab a stick as Ross looks for that opportunity. That's going to be picked up by McDonald. McDonald's got 3. He's got Sherman and Monroe with him. McDonald's just going to fire that on net. And the rebound's going to shoot out, but Snellgrove's right there on the scene. Snellgrove loops it around. 5 seconds left to go here in the power play as Ross picks it up for the Whalers. Ross now, he cuts to the middle. He's going to go by Sherman, and that's going to go to Smith. Ross stays on side. Smith down the right wall. He's going to turn, spin around. He's going to go back forehand. Now he spins again. He's triple teamed there, so good defensive pressure from the Flyers, as that's going to be a sausage pass out through the middle, and away goes McDonald. 1-on-2 with 2 back checkers. He's just going to fire that on net, and Smiley is going to take that in the stick, and he's going to smother that, take no chances here. With 2:56 left to go in the first period. Face off. Back to even strength now, I should add. As that puck's looped around for Smith. He's going to chip that through, and Osmond's going to look to go get it here as Simonson's with him. Smith now, he's going to go through the middle of Simonson. He knocks that down in over the right side. Simonson trying to work the wall. That's going to be picked up by Grancelli, and Grancelli's got Smith on him, so Grancelli, he's just going to fire that at the nets. Smiley. He's going to be smiley about how easy that one was, and he's going to smother that up. So the Sackville parents, the fans, their coffee's starting to hit here as they start the go, Let's Go Flyers chant with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. As you can probably hear it through the broadcast microphone here as Bartow goes chip and chase, and they're going to have 2 guys on it as McIsaac goes back for the Flyers. He's met there by Ross. He takes a bump. That's going to go out in the slot for Norton Connors. He has trouble with that on the backhand, and away goes Carpenter, the Sackville captain. Carpenter, oh, what a good play there by Hurdle. Hurdle with the active stick. He had his eyes on puck the whole way. And he capitalized there on the stick check as Bartow tries to chip and go. Now Norton Connors on the wall. Carpenter, he's going to rip that. That's going to bounce out front. And good read by Smiley there as he's seen that bounce coming. Grancelli hard on the forecheck. Through the middle now. Bartow with a little hold up and go the other way. So Bartow down the wall. He's going to be pinched off there by Groom, and that's going to go down to Ross. He's got Norton Connors in front, so 2-on-1. Pass Norton Connors. Oh, what a save! That's a big one for the Sackville goaltender, and the crowd is pleased with that. And that's going to send Monroe the other way on transition. So a massive toe save down the other end, and Sackville's going to take the puck all the way down to the Whalers zone here where Blair's got it behind the net, so they're trying to work down low. Hurdle, he's going to try to go through the middle there for Ross as Groom grabs his stick. And that's almost a 2-on-0 there for Sackville as Casey makes a good play. And that puck's deflected out into the crease for Smiley, and he drops the 2 knees and doesn't take any chances with that. Face off to the left of Smiley here as we await our first goal. Another really good crowd on hand here, so obviously the family members are anxious to get into the rinks as well. In the feet now. Garnett up to Morrissey. He's going to make a little move. He's got a step. Slade's on him now. Morrissey, he gets the wheels going. He's still working. Down he goes. As one Slade sticks up for the other Slade. He takes a run at Morrissey. Now they're out front. That's in the slot. That's pushed back to the corner there. It's going to be rimmed around where Clerk is there. Clerk, he's going to shoot that, and that's going to go all the way in and tip right up. And 38.7 seconds left here in the first period. Nothing tie here in the U13A gold medal game. So this one's for all the bragging rights, as that's one hand pushed by Morrissey there, and both goalies relatively busy here in the first period, and evenly played one so far as Sackville goes for the forward full sail change. Face off just to the left of the goalie for Sackville, and that's going to be a tie up. As Monroe goes away, he makes a move, and that's Grancelli. Grancelli's got Carragher with him, and Monroe. Grancelli, cross-ice pass, and Monroe had trouble with that with 20 seconds left as Carragher goes back to the point. And that's going to be just late at the line there, as they're going to have a delayed offside as Carpenter was coming from the bench. And that's going to be cross ice looking for Osmond. 10 seconds left to go here in the first. Ross now just inside his blue line. He's just going to fire that thing up to Osmond. So stretch pass there with 2 seconds left. He tries to make a move as the crowd yells, shoot. That's going to do it here for the first period. So a very evenly played first period here between Sackville and Dartmouth in the U13A finals. And we'll be back in just a moment in the second period. Welcome back to the second period here. This is scored still deadlock, so another 12-minute period on the board as 2 12s and a 15 is the style of play, which I'm sure you're well aware of. That's going to be taken in there by Blair, and he's going to go back in, dump down for Daphne Muse. He's going to rim that around. Smith's going to meet it there, and he's got Slade with him, and that's going to be held in there, so great last-second effort there to keep that. Otherwise, Smith was off to the races. Smith now, Slade. He's going to shovel that over to Blair. Blair's going to try and go through the middle, and that's going to be tipped through. That's going to hit the Dartmouth defender, and that goes off the foot of Simonson up to the hash marks here for Slade. Slade goes back to the right point for Langell. Langell's going to shoot that. That's going to go up, and Blair tried to get a stick on that, so good stop there for Smiley. Face off just to the left of Smiley here. It's going to be pushed through by Monroe as Bartow tries to take it. Sherman, Bartow, Norton Connors. He's working the wall, and that's a good battle by Slade there as Bartow's off. What a pass up to Ross. Ross makes a move into the middle. Shot! Rebound. Oh, 2 saves in a row there as Ross had 2 real good looks, and that's going to be in the slot for Bartow. Bartow's tied up, so great job by Slade there, and that's going to be shot in by Hurdle and tipped wide of the net. Battle on the wall, and the puck comes loose. And Monroe goes now. He's looking for Sherman. Sherman trying to wheel with that. He tries to go bank off, and that's going to be shot back in and tipped, and Rodenizer almost tipped it on his own net there as that goes up the wall to McDonald. Met there by Casey. Casey's going to shoot, and that's gloved there by the Sackville tender, whose name I'm still trying to figure out. So if you're watching and you just heard my last comment, if you could chuck the goalie's last name on there, I'd really love to give him the actual credit he deserves. 10:24 left here in the second period. That puck's going to be pushed to the wall by Carpenter, so a good safe play there as he goes up to Carragher. Carragher goes cross pass. Grancelli now is going to race Clerk for it. Slade now picked up by Morrissey. Morrissey's going to burn in wide. That's his go-to. He's going to put the power move onto the net. He's cut back to the middle. What a chance, and that's a great save there by the Sackville goaltender. And once again, he's going to make a toe save and smother that up as we have a little kerfuffle in front of the net. But nothing going on here. So the crowd's getting antsy here at Cole Harbour Place for the first goal. 10 minutes left here. Grancelli, he's going to go through the middle now. Snellgrove's going to meet that there. He doesn't realize he has Carragher on him, so he's going to go back up the right side. That's going to be picked off now. Slade in over the line. That's going to be delayed offside. That faceoff's going to come just outside the line here. Right in front of the broadcast booth as, like I said, still waiting on our first goal here. Tightly played defensive game, and goaltenders both standing on their heads. As Blair brings that in, he's going to drop it for Monroe. Monroe through the middle to the other Monroe. That's going to be moved up by Simonson. Monroe in over the line now. He's going to walk to the middle. He's going to shot, and that's blocked by Casey, or Harvey, sorry. Langell now at the middle. He shoots that through, stopped by Dauphin Muse. That puck's going to be cleared out here by Dartmouth as that's picked up by Langell. Langell, a little dipsy doodle at the blue line, and that's picked up by Sackville, and away they go. Monroe now. A great flow in over the line. He's going to flick that to the net, and that's going to be pulled in by Smiley here. So shout out to Ice Age Baby for coming through in the name, and Soper, the young man in nets for Sackville here. Pretty fired up about that now that I know the name and I can actually start to say it. So Soper, good job so far, and Smiley as well for Dartmouth. It's been a goaltender's duel here as the faceoff comes just to the left of Smiley. Harvey's going to rim that around. McDonald on the read for the Flyers. He's going to chip that down just below the hash marks as Dauphin Muse looks at that. He's going to go through the middle to Norton Connors, who had a step on it, and now he's going to leave that for Harvey there. Bartow battles with Sherman, who rides him into the bench, and that's going to be just dumped back in there as Dauphin Muse picks it up, and away he goes. He's going to take it up just outside his own blue line. He's going to go cross-ice pass to Norton Connors. Norton Connors going to have a step on Slade here with the other Slade coming back. He's going to wind that up. And him and Slade collide there, so hopefully they're both okay as they both come to their feet. And that's a giveaway in the slot as Bartow is going to be shot, and that's going to be tipped with a high stick, but ultimately going to be waved off as Sackville was the first one to touch it. 8:25 left to go here in the second period. Dauphin Muse steps up, and he takes away that ice. Bartow now on the defensive side. He's looking for Ross. Ross now. He's going to have a step in the clear. Shot. What a save by Soper. Another good look here for the Whalers, and Soper comes up huge for the Flyers, and that puck's going to be held on the wall there as Norton Connors fights with three Flyers, and they're going to have a word, and we're going to have a... And Norton Connors is going to go for head contact, so we're going to see if it's 2 or 4, and if you're unaware of the rule, is 4 is intentional. So we're going to go with 2 here, so head contact nonetheless, and great job by the ref to give an explanation. Sometimes you do really just need to know what you did, so for the next time you can watch out for that. So good all-around banter there by Mr. Referee and Norton Connors, and Sackville's going to go to a power play here as we look for our first goal. That's going to be partner pass Carpenter. Carpenter's going to wind up and shot that. Smiley, he's going to leave the rebound out in the slot, and that's cleared away by Casey. That goes to Carragher. Carragher now, he goes back to Carpenter, the Sackville captain. That's going to go through his feet, and he's almost gone there. Oh, and he keeps that in, so a good second effort there by Carpenter. Grancelli rips it in deep. Carragher's going to look for Monroe. He's going to fire that out front. That's off the skater Hurdle, who's got some time. He's going to send that out to the point, not out. So Carpenter rips it back around. Casey, he's going to hit the brakes to go the other way. He's got Carragher on him, who's been flying so far today. Garnett now. He's going to go off the wall just by McIsaac, and that's going to be cleared. So that's going to kill a good 10 seconds off the power play here. Away goes Carpenter. He's going to wheel around the net. He's met there by the other captain, Morrissey. So captain on captain battle here as they hold that on the wall and try and kill as much time as they possibly can. Ref's right there. He can still see the puck, so he says move it. Carpenter behind his own net. He's going to go back in past Grancelli on the wall. Grancelli's going to chip it out into neutral ice for Casey, and Casey's just going to flop that back into the Sackville zone. They're going to go cross ice to Carragher, so good job with the feet for Carragher to get himself set up for that pass, as that's poked through by Simonson. So good back check there by Simonson. A little sneak attack from behind. And good heads up there by Grancelli to recognize that they were changing at the bench. So tough location for the forwards here on the line change, but good heads up by Grancelli, and that's just showing some of his hockey IQ there as Langell goes back, and he's going to rim that around, and Simonson's going to meet that. He's been all over the puck here this shift. Simonson, he battles with McIsaac. Slade now. Slade's going to wheel it. He's going to go over the middle. He's got Monroe. Slade's going to drag the foot at the blue line. He's going to stay onside. That's going to be picked up by Slade. Now he's going to go down the right side. He goes drop pass back to the point. So nifty little pass there as Langell fires it at the net, and it's tipped by Clerk, and that goes right to Blair back door on the tip, and he fans on that as the puck was bouncing around. Langell now. Him and Monroe team up to keep that puck in. In the feet again. That's going to do it now. All even here as Norton Connors jumps back into the screen here, and you see him leave the penalty box. So a big kill there by Dartmouth as he retreats back to his wing, and he's going to get the puck here. Going to be tripped up. That's going to be chipped. And away goes Norton Connors. He's got Smith. Norton Connors. He tries to get the shot through, and he's tripped up there. Now that's going to go in front and picked up here by Osmond, who spun around, and when he spun around, his stick hit the puck there. As Osmond's going to back check hard. He's got Blair on him. Clerk now up to Smith. Smith's going to go wide, and he's met there by Groom, who steals that away, and that's going to be Blair, and that's chipped in, but that cross-ice pass to Sherman with the bright green stick. He's going to make a way over the line, and he makes a nice little move as Harvey steps up and tries to just eliminate some of his space there, so not going to lie here, the refs are on point here with the too many men calls, and that one was easy as it was right in front of Stripes. So if you could hear through the microphone here, too many men on Sackville, and Dartmouth's going to go to their first power play. So down in front of Soper, who's been absolutely stellar thus far here today with 5:04 left to go in the second period of this U13A gold medal game. Daphne Muse now. He's going to walk into the hash marks, and that's going to be shot and tipped. That's going to lay there in the slot. They're going to bang away at it as Norton Connors is on it now. He's just going to chip that down low for Ross. Ross is going to look out front. Ross, he's going to try and walk it. He looked for his options. He finds Norton Connors. Norton Connors rips the one-timer. That's going to be deflected into the corner by Soper. Daphne Muse now at blue line. He's going to keep that in. Little saucer pass into Ross. Ross in all alone. Shot. What a save. Rebound. That's cleared there by Slade. And another shot and tip. Scores! So Ross with the deflection in front. And a good job to get that puck through from the point. And that's going to give the Whalers their first lead of the game here on the power play. So 4:30 left here in the second, and Dartmouth strikes first. And you can't blame Soper on that one, as he was in perfect position to make the original save, and that one got deflected back the other way. And we're going to see if Sackville can bounce back right away here as McIsaac goes hard off the wall to Grancelli. Grancelli's going to go chip in. That's going to go to Casey. Casey's going to chip that out. That's going to get out. McIsaac's just going to send that in there, and we're going to have a hand pass here. So just talking to the Mr. Referee here in between games, and he's got 40-some-odd games this week, so got to hand it to those guys. They're working hard, sometimes forgotten, but we're very pro-referee here. High Button Sports. For them to be as sharp as they are with that many games, it's a very good sign for them, as they're very focused in and locked in as we get back to the play here, and Hurdle picks it up for the Whalers. He's going to go cross-ice pass. That's picked off by Slade and Grancelli now. Grancelli at the ringette line. He's going to shoot. That's going to be stopped by Smiley, who handcuffed him. That bounced out to slot, and Carragher just missed that rebound as he jumps back on the loose puck, and Slade's on the half wall now. He's going to drag to the middle as Morrissey's there. He's going to haul him down. No call. Grancelli back to the point. McIsaac, left point. Shot, tip, doesn't make it to the net. Barrett here, up to Morrissey, off his stick and into center ice as Carpenter's going to grab that and just try and get that deep here for Ross. Ross is going to go cross ice into the feet for Garnett. As Grancelli gives Ross a whack there, all in part of the game. Garnett's going to battle Slade there at the center ice line. So that's flicked through the feet of Ross. And Carragher's got a break now. Carragher's just going to try and rip that on net, and he fans on that, and that's going to go in the corner. As Casey, as Grancelli meets him around the other side, didn't see him coming, so good escape move there by Casey to get that puck into a quiet zone here with 3:10 left to go here in the second period. Osmond now, he tries to go chip and go. Good read. He's going to go chip and go. Going to be held up there as Blair tries to get that through the middle. He's got Monroe going to the net. He's going to shoot it. Oh, and a good chance there by Monroe. Just didn't quite get his feet set up, so just in the midst of pivoting to get himself lined up for a one-timer, and that puck came squirting through, and he just didn't have quite enough time to bury that. So good pass there by Blair as that puck's kept in at the wall. Hurdle now for Dartmouth. He's going to go around to Simonson. Simonson's going to take that in his feet, and that's picked off by Blair, and that's off Reffy's shin pads. Hurdle now. Back up. Simonson. He's got some space. He's going to look for his options, and a great lead pass there for Smith, so tape to tape as Smith makes a nice little dangle, and that's going to come back to Simonson, who puck keeps finding him. He's going to work way down the circle. He's going to have a lane to the net, and he's going to go backdoor pass. Oh, and what a play by Monroe coming back as he had a wide open chance at the back of the net as that's rimmed around for Clerk. Monroe now, they're going to battle for it on the wall. He's going to come out with that as Osmond holds that in. So a good stick battle there, real strong on it. Getting down to the last 2 minutes here of the second period as they play pitch and catch here on neutral ice, and that's finally going to squirt free to Langell. Langell's going to look for his options. He's going to go tape to tape, and just a little bit too much for the other Monroe here of the Flyers. So Not sure if they're related. If it were me, I would assume they were. That's going to be a long stretch pass for Ross, who has been calling for a couple minutes here. That's going to be chipped in, and we're going to see if that's going to have enough for icing, and yes, it does, as Bartow was almost there with 1:26 left here in the second period. Face-off's going to come down to the right is Smiley. That puck's won back cleanly by Slade. Back to Rodenizer. Rodenizer down low for McDonald. McDonald's going to chip that down low for Dauphin Muse with Dartmouth. He's going to go saucer pass up the wall. Up to Ross. Ross is going to go through the middle to Bartow. He's going to have that strip, but he's going to have it taken back now as Bartow looks for it. Ross, Rodenizer, great job at the line. He's battling hard. He's going to keep that in. Slade now. He's going to have a little bit of a lane. He's looking for McDonald. That's going to come out to the blue line. And that's going to be offside, so Sackville going to have to regroup here as they do. McDonald. That's going to be picked off by Sherman and back up for Harvey. And that's going to go through the middle there to Slade. Slade now loops around. He's going to go up the right wall. That's going to be picked off by Bartow. Bartow now finds Norton Corners. He's going to go chip and go. Nothing fancy out of Norton Corners. He's going to go wide. He's pinched off by Rodenizer and shot. Oh, and Soper gets a piece of it off the blocker with 35 seconds left to go here. And not really a whole lot of fancy play out of Norton Connors, and nothing wrong with that as he goes chip and go, uses his speed, and always a good sign because he's able to read and react on the fly as Morrissey, the Dartmouth captain, comes back with 20 seconds left. He's going to hit Ross. Ross going to dangle to the middle. He's going to come in. He's shot off by Rodenizer. Does that puck find Morrissey? He's just going to go soft chip down the left corner. Now he's going to work it, and he's tangled up there with Slade, and he's on the ground still. I hope he's okay. As Dartmouth grabs the puck here with 2 seconds left, so that puck's going to come around to Morrissey, and that's going to do it here for the second period. So Dartmouth scores one halfway through, and they're going to keep a 1-0 lead going into the third period here. Okie dokie, folks. Third period action underway now as puck drop just happens with Dartmouth a 1-0 lead. If you're just joining the party for some reason, boss wouldn't let you watch. It's a U13A gold medal game here. Sackville Dartmouth for all the marbles. So the two teams worked hard through the round robin and worked their tails off through the semifinals here to get to the big dance. And away goes Ross, but that's picked off. As Monroe and Carragher are going to work the corners for Sackville here. And that's pass out front. No, what a bounce. It just goes by the foot of Smiley there. And that's going to go back to the point for McIsaac. He's going to go back down the half wall to Grancelli through his feet. Carragher for Sackville now. That's going to be rimmed around. Garnett, he misses that. Back to McIsaac. It's in his feet now, so a little bit of bouncing puck here as Ross goes away. Ross has got Monroe on him. Monroe's been an absolute workhorse so far this morning. Ross working hard to get that puck below the goal line as him and Carpenter battle for it. Grancelli up the wall. It's met by Clerk. Clerk's going to go back down the wall. Grancelli says no, sir. He's going to hold that. He's going to chip that out. That's going to make its way all the way down in here to the Dartmouth zone. As Snellgrove loops. He's looking for Morrissey. What a good hard pass, tape to tape for Morrissey. Hey, a great play there by Langell. He steps right up, takes away the time and space, so good gap control, and he takes the puck away from the speedy Morrissey, who's always a threat when he's out there with the puck. Blair. He's going to look to headman that as Monroe takes that on the forehand. He's going to chip that low for Snellgrove's going to meet it there. Pass out front, Slade. Oh, what a play by Osmond there to tie him up. And another chance out front. That's going to land the crease. And oh, deflected twice there in the crease. And that's just going to miss the right post. Our right, goalie's left. As that puck stopped there on the wall as Osmond looks for it. He's going to try and go back to the middle as Langell picks it up. He's just going to send that the length. That bounces up into Smiley, and whoo, that almost handcuffed him, and he leaves that there unintentionally as Simonson gets it. That's going to come out. Oh, and that goes by Langell and Groom as Soper comes out. Chip off the wall for Blair. Blair's going to chip and go looking for Slade as Daphne Muse. And good talk there by Harvey as he called for that. That's going to be a break pass, and Osmond just gets a tip on it, so that's going to annul the icing at 12:45 left to go here in the third period, sorry. Oh, pitch and catch in the neutral zone as Osmond gets it. He goes, oh, nice move, too. Now he's in. He dipsy doodles. He looks for his teammates, and he puts that in the skates of Blair there. So 2 good moves there by Osmond, showing off the silk. As that puck's going to be ripped around, and Soper takes a glance, and that's going to be met there by Langell. As you hear the talk now, so good communication on the ice here by both teams. McDonald's going to wheel left. He's got Norton Connors on him. He takes a big swipe. That's going to hit Daphne Muse. Harvey. Chip pass, partner pass down low. Daphne Muse is on it. He does an escape move. He goes chip pass. That's going to be picked up by Ross. He's going to chip that just by Rodenizer now underneath the broadcast booth, and he's going to try and go wall, but Ross picks that off. Ross has got Norton Connors with him. Ross looks, passes over, so last night did similar thing. Went to go for the fake shot, tightened the goalie up, and he went backdoor, so looking for the same move there, and just doesn't quite make it through as that's passed through the slot there by Bartow. Harvey, down low, picked up by Bartow. He tries to shovel that out front, and that's picked off there by Slade. Rodenizer up to McDonald. McDonald through the middle to Sherman. Daphne Muse. That's just going to be offside as Monroe just got caught deep there. 11:23 left here in the final frame. As that faceoff comes just outside the Dartmouth zone here. Hurdle's just going to go soft dump off the wall. It's going to go through the middle to Slade. Slade's going to go back to McIsaac. McIsaac's going to go partner pass. His blue line to Carpenter. Carpenter's going to go up ice to Carragher, and that's going to be on the wrong side of the red line, so that's going to go down for icing. And we're going to bring the faceoff back down to the right of Soper, who's been Soper good so far. Pardon my dad joke. That face-off is pushed forward by Morrissey, and he's going to take that right to the net, looking for Garnett, and that's going to squirt out in the crease. And a good job there by McIsaac to recognize that. And away goes Slade. Slade's got Carragher. He's got the drag. Look at the sauce pass through the middle just ahead of Carragher. So good stuff there from Sackville as the lag drag at the blue line to stay on side, and a good saucer pass through the middle by Slade, and good zone entry as that puck was just out of his reach as Slade makes a move now in the left corner. He's going to try and go front. That's going to be tipped off as Morrissey comes back to help out. Morrissey now, the Dartmouth leader. He's going to go up the wall to Ross. And he's bumped there, and the Dartmouth crowd not a huge fan of that as a few of them jump to their feet. Delayed offside there. As you hear the classic "come on ref" come from the crowd, and as the linesman has a quick chat with a fan, and I don't know if you guys are aware these days, but it is a zero tolerance rule, and I don't know exactly what happened, but the puck's ripped down. It's not going to be enough for icing as Groom goes down, so the refs do have the power to eject fans, obviously players. Obviously you don't want to see that, but things do happen as emotions are high here, especially in the championship game with Blair on that on the wall. He's going to go middle of Monroe, just out of his reach. Simonson, he finds that. He's going to chip back to the middle, keep it out of harm's way. And that's going to be a delayed penalty here against Dartmouth. The Sackville picks that up, and Snellgrove's going to touch that. And that's going to be a 2-minute slashing penalty as the stick was knocked out. So that's going to be Osmond going on 2 for tripping. And here come the Flyers fans with the Go Flyers Go. Or Let's Go Flyers, I suppose. Face off to the left of Smiley, 9:50 to go here in the third, so a large chance to capitalize here for Sackville as that face-off's won by Bartow, and that's going to be sent just outside the blue line as Langell had a hard time with that one. He's going to turn around, chip that one back in as Snellgrove's going to have time, and Smiley talks to him. Snellgrove, he's going to fire that out, and it's going to be just tipped as Ross is going to grab that, and he's going to send that the length of the ice, so that's going to go 200 feet. As Langell picks it up, and Bartow right on him, sneak attack. He tries to work it out front, wrap around attempt, what a save by Soper. Ross, rebound, scores! Ross's second of the game, and that's a short-handed goal, and that hurts for Sackville as they're still on the power play here. Is really good pressure there by Bartow, and he caused that turnover, and yeah, you got to give the credit where credit's due, and he worked hard for that on the penalty kill. He passes that out front, and that's going to find Ross in the right spot at the right time, and Dartmouth's got a 2-0 lead here. Slade tries to go forward. Morrissey now. He's got it. McDonald's on him. Morrissey's going to go wide. Left side. Just across the ringette line. Slade meets him. Morrissey now. He's going to wheel. He's got the Jets going. He's going to go up top to Daphne Muse. Daphne Muse. Shot. That's going to be tipped, and Morrissey's down on the ice here, and as he gets up. Daphne Muse now. He's going to try and find Morrissey again. As Morrissey tries to stick lift, McDonald brings that in over with Sherman. McDonald's just going to flick that at the net, and Smiley redirects that into the corner now. Norton Connors, good stick tie up, and he's just going to absolutely laser that one down the ice here. 50 seconds left to go here in the power play, and 8:37 left to go in the third period, so clock ticking here for Sackville as that stretch pass finds Sherman. Sherman's going to chip and go. That's going to go in on Smiley, and he's going to smother that and take absolutely no chances here. So High Button Sports is super proud to be bringing you this coverage here and be the official live streamer of the Joel M. Montang 2022 March Break Tournament. If you do us a favor and head over to our social media pages, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you name it, give us a like, comment, subscribe. We really do appreciate that. We'll bring you back to the action here as that shot. Shot by Monroe, and Smiley perfects that as that's a partner pass to McIsaac to Hurdle. Intercepts that in the slot. Hurdle gets that just outside the line. Carpenter now. He's going to enter the zone. Sackville captain. He's going to make a move to the right. He's going to have a chance. Shot blocker saved by Smiley, and that rebounds just out into the circle. He's going to go back to Carragher. Carpenter to Carragher. Carragher shot. That's blocked by Smith. So I love seeing the sacrifice in the body here as that puck doesn't quite make it out here. So a great job by Carpenter at the line here to stay with that. As that's ripped around for Grancelli. That just comes outside as that's going to do it for the penalty as Osmond over the box. He's going to have a quick break. Osmond now on McIsaac. He's got recruits. Osmond still with it. Monroe now. Great back check. So a 200-foot play here from Monroe for Sackville. Smith now. What a move. He's in all alone. Backhand. What a save by Soper. That rebound's going to come in the corner now. Smith. He's going to chip and go as Monroe's there. No surprise there as he's a complete player. Grancelli gets it now. Grancelli's going to go up the wall. He's got Carragher. He's going to make the headman pass. Carragher now's got Ross on him. He's going to shoot that, and that was a laser. Rebound's going to bounce out front. Grancelli scores! So off the bounce, off the backboards. That puck's going to bounce out to Grancelli, who's in the right spot at the right time, and he's going to cut this lead in half. Lots of time left. 7:10 here in the third period as the Sackville faithful is electric right now. And they're trying to give the boys an extra spark here. So we're going to have a nail biter right down to the very last play here, folks. And that's what you love to see here in the championship game as Langell goes back for Sackville. He's going to rim that around for Monroe. He's met there by Norton Connors. Ross now. He's looking for the shot. That's going to be deflected into the corner. Ross, the 2 goals here for Dartmouth. That's a saucer pass through the middle to Slade. Slade's going to have a lane. He's picked up by Bartow. He's going to try and go chip and go, and that's stopped by Daphne Muse as Slade takes exception to that. Daphne Muse just gets to his feet as he took a bump there from Slade as Slade walks in down the left side. He's going to try and go front. Shot saved by Smiley, so point blank chance there for Sackville as Slade is upended into the goalie. That face off. It's going to come just to the right of Smiley here. As the Let's Go Flyers chant reaps through the arena here. Face-off's going to be pushed ahead here, and that's going to be Ross. Ross is going to be looking for Garnett through the middle, and he picks up Morrissey. Morrissey's going to make a move on the wide. He's got a step. Rodenhauser blows a tire. Morrissey in all alone. Power move to the net, and we've seen that from before from Morrissey. He has absolutely zero fear taking that puck right to the basket there. 6 minutes left to go now. That's a partner pass from Slade to Rodenizer, up to McDonald. McDonald's going to try and go by as Casey pinches him off and steals that. Rodenizer again. McDonald. Monroe tries to chip and go, and he does. That's going to be chipped out. And that's not going to have enough for icing as Slade goes back for Sackville. He's going to wheel that now just in front of his own net. He's going to go stretch past to Sherman. He's going to give that a little tip there. That doesn't quite make it in the zone. Just outside the blue line now. Squirts free. Osmond, he's trying to go chip and go, but Monroe's on the wall working hard there, and that's going to be delayed offside as Slade picks it up, and he's going to fire that cross corner, and that's just nearly missed there by Casey as he wasn't too happy with himself. Casey now. He's going to go up. That's going to go to Smith. He's going to go chip and go, but that's intercepted by Slade. Slade makes a toe drag. He's now got the puck down low. He's going to go back up to the point. McIsaac. He's going to go back down to Slade. Slade's on it. They're going to work the cycle game here as Hurdle's there. He's going to rim it around for Simonson on the wall. Picked off by Carpenter. McDonald now. Carragher. He tries to go in front. Slade, what a chance as it slipped away from him as McIsaac hits it. And that's going to hit the shin pads of Smith, and away he goes. Race with Carpenter. And the big long strides of Carpenter, no match for Smith there, who did a great job to get that puck off the shin pads and block that as he goes for a change now. Through the middle to Bartow. Bartow on the backhand. He's going to have a step. He's going to go around to the left of Carpenter. He's going to shoot. That's going to be stopped by Soper, and he's just going to leave that and smother it in front of him as Simonson carefully comes into the play, and he takes a little bit of a bump with 4:39 left to go here in the third period as Dartmouth holds on to this 2-1 lead in the U13A championship game here at Scotia 1. Face-off now is going to be won by Bartow to Norton Connors. Corners goes to Clerk. He's going to flick that at the net. That's going to be tipped and slowed down by McIsaac there as he goes up the walls. Grancelli's going to chip and go. Grancelli's going to race with Snellgrove. Snellgrove's going to get there first, so the long strive of Snellgrove there really helped him out as Carpenter picks that up for Sackville as he waits for his guys to retreat. He's going to send that into the corner, tipped off by Bartow there as Snellgrove picks it up, and he's going to look for options. He's going to go up to perfectly placed Norton Connors. He tries to go cross ice with that. So Norton Connors is always on his wing, and that is obviously a very good sign for a winger as Slade tries to make a move at the blue line, and he doesn't like the offside call as he zigged when somebody else zagged. 4:03 left here in the third period, so Sackville one shot away from tying this thing. I guess we'll see how it unfolds here. As Monroe looks for a chance, that's chipped out. Monroe again, just inside the blue line. He's going to shoot it. That's going to hit Daphne Muse. He's going to chip that out to Langel's going to hold the line. That's going to hit player in the pants. Morrissey back for it. He's just going to rim that right around into the feet of Langell. Langell now moves it up to his feet. Then he makes a move. That's going to go outside in the neutral zone. Broom now. He's just going to send that back into the Dartmouth zone. Daphne Muse, assistant captain for Dartmouth. He's going to rim it around for Ross. Ross now, he's going to chip and go. It's going to be a race. Ross and Groom, as Groom and Ross, they get there at the same time, and Ross is going to be down in the clear. He's got a little bit of space. He's going to shoot that through the feet. That's going to go all the way down around the other side for Garnett there, who rips it into the middle. That's going to find Morrissey, but Monroe, once again, hard on the back check. And he plays a full game out there for the Flyers. Morrissey around the net. He shovels it out front. That was a chance for Ross. Harvey now, he's going to shot. That's going to go wide left. Morrissey now gets another chance. That's going to go to the feet of Soper and scores! Morrissey, the captain. He just takes a bad angle shot. And as Soper was getting to his feet, that bounces in off him, so tough break for him. You never want to see that. As Soper's been absolutely stellar here for the Flyers, and Dartmouth's going to take a 3-1 lead here with 3 minutes left. We delayed offside there. Slade picks it up. Osmond going to stop up. Smith now hard on the forecheck. Osmond now down low for Dartmouth. He's hauled down. No call as both players hit the ice. McDonald now, he's working up the wall. He's got Smith all over him. They're battling. Smith now in his feet. As Slade comes through, Slade's going to be away now. 1-on-3, he's got Sherman coming late. Slade down the left side. He's going to work in wide. Skate the stick. Shot. Oh, and just got a piece of it there is Smiley. A little chip back for Hurdle there as Slade takes Osmond out. McDonald now. He's taken down to his knees. Hurdle, he falls with him. That's going to be moved up for Smith. Smith now on his own wall. He's going to go through the middle to Osmond. Osmond's got Simonson. Osmond. Rodenizer hard on him. Slade now. He's going to peel him off in a spin around pass for Simonson. Simon's going to have a look, and he gets absolutely drilled there, so no goal, as there was a delayed penalty on the play, and Slade's going to go for roughing here, as that's against the rules. So in minor hockey and no contact hockey, if you are given a contact penalty, you are ejected from the game. So referee not going to bury the kid here as he gives him roughing. Face off just to the left of Soper here. The Flyer fans try to give them a little jolt here as Grant Kelly's going to chase that down. A minute 45 here, so Dartmouth's going to be on the power play for the rest of the game, unless they score, of course, and that's going to be shot by McIsaac, stopped by Snellgrove, and that's going to be sent the length of the ice here, and that's going to be tipped. Is that going to have enough to go down? That's not going to have enough. Is that going to be no icing? Or no, it is. So Dartmouth charged on the icing here with a minute 30 left to go, as Soper heads to the bench here for the extra attacker. Face off just to the right of Smiley here, the Dartmouth goaltender. Slade tries to win that, and it eludes both centermen as Harvey goes to get it. Harvey having himself a game here. Carpenter working hard on the wall. Slade now, that's poked away. Bartow, he's off to the races. He's going to have a step on McIsaac. He's got the empty net, and a great play there by Carpenter to get back just in time and elude that, and that's going to go looking for the hat trick was Ross there, as Blair picks that up. So good defensive play there with the Flyers with the goalie out, and that's going to go back to McIsaac, who's just going to rip that through center for Norton Connors as he tries to go, and that's going to be picked up by Slade now. Slade in on Daphne Muse. Good poke check there at the blue line as he did the sneak attack there as Slade throws a little bit of body there. Carragher going to come over the line. He's going to be in. Oh, and it was just poked away as Ross is going to pick that up. 42 seconds left here. Ross looking for the hat trick, and that's going to go in the feet. A collision there as Morrissey goes forward, as Langell goes down, and Garnett's going to take it. 20 seconds left here in the third period. 3-1 here as Daphne Muse is going to take that, and Monroe's going to get in there, and he's going to go right to the very last buzzer, as that was a hit by Slade, and that not going to go over well as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's going to do it here for the gold medal game, as the Dartmouth Whalers are going to take this thing by a score of 3-1. So a great effort by Sackville as they were non-stop, relentless pressure, and a good game by both goaltenders. So Soper there getting a tap as he was absolutely tremendous today. So no need to hang your head there, kid, as the future's bright for you. And Smiley on the other end held Dartmouth in this thing as Sackville peppered. And as you see the celebrations here, we're going to move it down to the Player of the Game awards as you see the banners and start to come through as Sackville salutes their kids and their players, and a tremendously played game and even. So great tournament by both these teams. It's been an absolute pleasure to call these for you guys here today. And we're going to send it down to the rink announcer. Well, they'll present the Player of the Game, so we'll be back shortly with the post-game celebration wrap-up for High Button Sports. Oh, he had 2 goals. 2 goals.
What number, 9 or 12?
The forward. 9.
9, I texted you. 9, yeah.
I'm ready when you are. You want to come up to Jay?
MVP for Sackville, number 15, Carter Carpenter. MVP for Dartmouth, number 9, Lachlan Ross. MVP for Dartmouth, number 1, Ty Smiley.
So the MVP for the goaltenders could have went either way there as Smiley takes that home for Dartmouth. Congrats to both teams. We're going to have the banner ceremony here. You're going to see some pretty excited kids here, so we'll leave it there for a couple minutes and then we'll be out of here. So for High Button Sports, I'm Matt Dooley. Thank you for tuning in. Cheers.
Number 31, Colton Soto. Number 35, Gage Purcell. Number 2, Alec McDonald. Number 3, Alex Monroe. Number 4, Owen Worthington. Number 5, Seth Carter. Number 6, Ryder Slade. Number 7, Daniel McIver. Number 8, Nicholas Quintella. Number 10, Robert Sherman. Number 12, Luca Lanzo. Number 14, Hayden Slade. Number 15, Carter Carpenter. Number 16, Carter Blair. Number 17, Maxim Monroe. Number 18, Alex Burner. Head coach, Pat Purcell. Assistant coach, John Lanzo. Assistant coach, Stephen Monroe. And manager, Lori Purcell. Now the champion Dartmouth fellows. Number 1, Ty Smiley. Number 2, Ethan Harris. Number 4, Dane Morrison. Number 5, Landon Morgan. Number 7, Noah Smith. Number 8, Noah Dauphin. Number 9, Lachlan Ross. 10, Cole Casey. Number 11, Aiden Bartel. Number 12, Thomas Ross. Number 13, Keen Osborne. Number 15, Curtis Melbourne. Number 16, Gavin Durant. Number 18, Gus Harvey. Number 20, John Clark. Number 30, Jacob Sorensen. Cam Waitman. Can the captains and assistants go to the banner?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking around as you watch Dartmouth celebrate, and they give Sackville a tap here. Great sportsmanship all around. For High Button Sports, I'm Matt Dooley. We'll be back in about a half hour's time with the U15B gold medal game here at Scotia 1.